Okay. Good morning, student. Once again, welcome you. In previous topic, previous lecture, you study about the internal trade, wholesale we study. Then second, we continue retail trade. Retail trade. Okay. Retail trade, it refers of buying and selling of goods and services in small quantities. Quantities. Okay, retail buy goods from wholesaler and sell these goods to ultimate consumer. This is called retail trade. Okay, means retailer buy goods from the wholesaler in small quantity. Okay, wholesaler purchase either buy goods and services from the producer in bulk quantity, and he sell to the retailers according to their needs. Suppose he purchase 1,000 pen, a set of a pen, so retailer need only 100 pens. So he purchased from wholesaler only 100 pen. Then wholesaler sell their goods and services in the market in small quantity. So this is called retail trade. And retail trade, retailer also this. Suppose a consumer come to and he asks for one either two pens, so retailer give them one either two pens. He will not give 100 pens. So such type of trade is a retail trade. Now next, external trade. The second two type of trade we study. First, internal trade and external trade. Now external trade. Okay, external, same, it's opposite of internal trade. When we study about the definition of internal trade means buying and selling of goods and services within a geographical area of a particular country. Same, this opposite of the internal trade, buying and selling of goods buying and selling of goods and services beyond the geographical limit of country. Beyond, bahar. Suppose so when we purchase goods and services in this geographical limit in India, so it is a internal trade. When we buying and selling of goods from the other country, suppose China, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Afghanistan, either other European country, African, America, Australia, other country, when we buying and selling of these goods and services from other country for a foreign country, then it can be external trade. This is also known as the trade between two or more country. Okay, this is a trade can be two or more countries. In external trade, the mark is very wide. External trade enable the businessmen to use the resource of their country competitive way. The external trade involve completion of various rules and regulations, such licensing, custom clearance. External trade in two type of the following. First of all, export trade. Second, third, interport trade. Okay, first we study about the export. Export. Export, it refer to sale of goods to a country. It refers to sell of goods to a foreign country. The developing country like India encourage export as it result in increasing the foreign service. Okay, it refers to encourage developing country like India encourage export as result in increasing of foreign services. Now import. It refers to buying of goods from other foreign country. It refers to buying of goods from foreign country. Okay, export means when we sell our goods and services to other foreign country, this is called export. Or import is the same opposite. When we buying of goods and services from other country, this is called import. Now next, interport. Third point, interport. Interport, it refers either it means it refer to import of goods for the purchase or purpose of export. Means it refers to import of goods for the purpose of export. Okay, when we purchase goods and services from the other country, not for the consumption of in our own country, we purchase these goods and services for the selling to other country, just like a wholesaler do as act. He purchase from the manufacturer, the producer in large quantity, not for his own consumption, sell to the retailer. Same interports is the same process. We purchase goods and services from the other country and keep in our country and to export for other country. So this is called interport. Okay, but for selling these goods so the some other country, this is called interport. Okay, now this is a complete trade. Now aid or auxiliary trade means auxiliaries to trade means which are the services. Auxiliary means help. Which are the services? Help to promote trade. Okay, auxiliary means helping. Those who services help to trade, promote trade. This is called auxiliary to trade. Means which are services help to promote trade. This is called auxiliary to trade. Okay, one by one we will continue. Okay, there are 5 such type of services available. Okay. Now, the activity which helps the smooth flowing or trade is known as the aid to trade. This activity are making buying and selling of goods more easy. Okay, it is a activity which make buying and selling goods or more easy. This activity are known as the service or together constitute service sector or territory or commerce sector. This help in removing various hindrances of a trade, and it remove various hindrances of a trade which arise in production and distribution of goods. The common auxiliary or aids to trade are first transport and communication. Okay, communication. This is first point. Transport refer to movement of goods from one place to another. Okay, it means producer produce goods and services. So goods. So consumer will not collect the goods from the point where is goods are produced. So by the help of transport, producer send their goods in the market to the one place to another, and the production of goods take place at one place where this demand in the different country in different part of the country, and this obstacle of place is removed by the transport, or this obstacle is removed by the transport. Suppose this A point, B, C, D. So producer produce from producing center. So demand of these products in the place A, B, C, D, then F. So by the help of transport, people cannot collect these goods from this directly. So with the help of transport, people get their goods their own place. Means moving of goods from one place to another place. This is called transport. For an example, tea is produced in Assam, Darjeeling, but is consumed in all part of the country. This is made possible only by the transport. Okay, transport is also help in movement of raw material and other resource to industry and factories. Labor is also moved from one place to another place with the help of transport. Okay, transport help in many ways. Means when producing there is need of raw material, so raw material from the surrounding place So from this place raw material reach here with the help of transport. Okay. Along with the transport, communication is also important. Along with the transport, communication also. Communication. Without communication cannot be producer send their goods in the market. When he get information, then he provide either send their goods. It is another part. Along with this transfer, communication also important service. Communication help to exchange of information itself. It means information of such products. Exchange. Okay, it is an important service and communication help in exchange of information between producer, consumer and trader. Okay, between producer, wholesaler, consumer, and this is also known as traders. Okay, it provide information between them. The common communication on service are postal service, telephone service, fax, internet, mobile. Okay, common service. Which are the common communication service? First, postal, it was previous. Telephone, now mobile, and fax, then internet, etc. This is the source of means of communication which provide information between producer, wholesaler, trader and consumer. Now remaining points we will continue in next lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.